Welcome back, guys. It'll be another stonker, I'm thinking. Weekend, tons of people. And apparently it's his birthday. He's so delighted he made a sign to tell everyone on the bridge. And to be honest, there's a lot of people here. Biggest problem being oh wow, that massive A was a cyclist screaming at the Instagramming girls over here, because this spot here, you wouldn't believe it, folks, I know, considering how many people there are, but that's a cycle lane. It's very, very, very rarely acknowledged by people on the bridge. I'm as guilty, to be honest, as the next person. But that's crazy. Oh, look what we found, folks. We found some new friends. Look at this. Look. Oh, hold on, there's a spotter coming to tell me not to film. Now she's behind me, she's watching me. I'm filming it because it's a public place. Do you understand? French. Okay. You're not French. Okay, folks, she's right next to me, but she can stay, it's okay. I mean, it is a public place, so let's see how long it lasts before they decide to pack up and leave. That was quick. They're gone. Sorry? I have... Don't touch the camera. Do not touch my camera, sweetheart. Oh, there we go, and there's the abuse. That didn't take long, did it? And the little game is finished. You saw that, guys, yeah? She tried, you see the girl that tried to grab the camera? Can you speak English? Sorry. It's okay. Can you speak English? A little bit. They're scammers. It's a game. And they take money from tourists. Yeah, so that's why I was filming them. Folks, it's looking a bit empty on the bridge now, which is unfortunate. The scammer guy is right there, looking in the camera now. Here he comes.
Don't pictures me.
This is a public place, my friend.
Yeah, it's public, but don't pictures me.
If you don't get, if you don't get in my face, I won't picture you. How about that? So I'm going to film along the bridge, guys. They're very angry about... I'm not your brother. They're very angry about being filmed and getting on the camera, but I see that as a positive. Why? Because it means I'm doing what I usually do in the right kind of way. Now, I'm just looking around before I make a move for the rest of the spotters. And most importantly of all, to make entirely sure that no one is following me. That's the key. She got it. Lady in front got it. So for the moment, there's no one here. They'll be back, folks. They'll wait until I move and they'll come back. So what I'm thinking is that it would be a good idea for other auditors to audit the bridge regularly. I say other auditors. I'm not an auditor, as you know, but lots of auditors have mentioned about coming to the bridge, and that's exactly why I think it would be a good idea for it to be audited here regularly, ideally daily. I'm sorry, my friend. Because if it gets audited daily, then the little gang of scammers who are all standing here waiting, here they come again, look.
Hey, don't worry, because you go hospital today.
You're going to send me to the hospital, yeah? Send me to the hospital then, big man. Do it. Do it. Do it. I'm here, do it. Idiot. How about that? He's going to send me to the hospital, apparently. Imagine that. I'll get the pole ready just in case. I mean, I personally like hospitals, and luckily, guys, right over here is St Thomas's Hospital. That's a huge positive. Why? Because it wouldn't take the ambulance a long time to get here to me should I need the hospital. Anyway, on that note, they've for the moment decided to head home. They'll be back. I'm still trying to figure out if bro on the right here on the phone is part of the gang or he's just a random. But I'm going to guess, judging by how many of them there are, that he's part of the group. And that group are going to be back and forwards and back and forwards here on the bridge, probably between now in all likelihood, summer season people. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The thing is, I could stand here all day, the spotters could be here all day, etc, etc, but it was nice to meet some new people, to make some new friends on the bridge. And one thing I can say without a doubt is that we'll be back on the bridge really soon. Turning back the camera, they're still there but much further back, but the second that the spotters have seen that I'm completely out of here, they'll be gone. And that's why auditors that do this properly with a body worn as well as their held camera are in a much stronger spot, because you saw how easy it is for somebody to grab the camera. Okay, she didn't get it. I mean, she tried to get it. She didn't actually get it. But if she had have gotten it, that could have been a problem. But luckily it wasn't, folks. So I might need to slightly rethink the strategy. But we'll see. I'm not sure how much of the shocked looks on the face of the tourists around me were visible on the video, but there was some pretty shocked faces, or pretty shocked looks on some people's faces, and I can understand why. I mean, you know, somebody trying to push or grab a camera on a bridge in the middle of the day is not exactly a normal thing, but it is in central London. Now, for the last time, I'll turn the camera back, not because we'll see them, because they're way too far away, but at some point in the next, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 minutes, bro's on the phone. The main scammer man is on the phone there, see? They'll make their way back onto the bridge and it will continue. Why will it continue? Well, because there's no uniformed police presence on the bridge. Yeah, unfortunately. But it was nice that somebody offered to give me a guided tour of the local hospital. I think that was actually kind of a nice thing for him to do, if I'm honest. You know, it's not often that you meet a new friend and they offer to give you a little tour of London for free. He wasn't even going to charge me for my hospital visit. What a lovely gent. Okie dokie. So, on we go, guys, pushing through the crowds. We're going to take a bit of a shortcut by taking a right onto Embankment. They'll still be following me. They'll be way back, so I don't even need to turn around, but they'll be following to make sure that the bridge is clear for a massive argument behind me. I have no idea what's going on between those two. Isn't it lovely though, guys, on such a quiet day to meet some lovely new people? I mean, maybe we'll even be able to get past this section at some point. I mean, possibly not, but she's saying nothing compared to yesterday. I'm guessing this girl might be from Ukraine. I'm not sure what's leading me to that conclusion. Might be the fact that she's 6'8", or it could be the fact that she's wearing certain colours. Now, the best thing of all, guys, will be on a day when I've got more time and I can turn around and go back and do it all over again after they've reset up their little scammy game. Because at that point, one second, there's interesting accents behind me. Because at that point, they'll be a little bit more angry. And it'll be nice to provoke an actual response that I can give a response to. Okay, so. Oops, I thought the lights had already changed then. Silly me. They hadn't. Lovely people, I must say, guys. I'm sure you'd all agree. So the shortcut to avoid this massive squish of people, we'll pop along Embankment here, a teeny weeny bit, and that will give us the option to squish ourselves through onto Whitehall. Having had so much excitement at the beginning of the video, I'm not sure that you can all take the excitement that the phone boxes brings. And to be honest, you know, it's going to be packed, there's no doubt about that. The sad thing is I didn't actually get right across the bridge. Now, the interesting way that they do this, I mean, I did mention in the other video about the spotters typically being female. You saw she came and stood behind me. Not because she was anywhere near me or there was going to be a problem, but she wanted to see exactly what was on the camera, what was being filmed. And what was being filmed obviously was the main man, Fast Hands Eddie, changing the cups to make sure that the tourists could never win. Obviously his face, having been on the video, as it will be all over YouTube this evening, is the last thing that they want. But at the end of the day, you know, we can't always get what we want, folks. I mean, they could have filmed me too and put me on their channel, you know, Bull and Cub, their channel on YouTube. Before you search for it, it's not really, I'm not sure they've even got a channel. So if we walk along here a teeny bit, we can cut through on the left. That will have avoided a massive amount of people. Would have given us, on a normal day without all the roadworks, some fantastic river views. I mean, they're still not bad, let's be honest, especially in this light. Trees are still looking somewhat barren. But golly, isn't it lovely, guys? So, past New Scotland Yard, it's ironic, isn't it, that the headquarters of the London Metropolitan Police happens to be less than a 5-minute walk to where you've got scammers actually publicly ripping off tourists. Yep, I can't quite figure that one out myself. Let's just say that there's probably more than enough officers in this building to deal with that problem permanently, if they actually wanted to deal with it permanently. So I think it's a lack of political willpower more than a lack of manpower, if that makes sense. So if we cut through this little, I really hope it's open, gap alongside the MOD, that should take us onto Whitehall, and we'll end up very, very close to horseguards. Yes. If it's open. I mean, I see no reason why on a protest-free Saturday it would be closed, but thankfully it's open. Okay, that's nice. That certainly saves us a bit of having to push through a lot of people. Plus, look, beautiful light, beautiful grounds, etc. at the back of the MOD here. Isn't that absolutely magnificent, guys? The light, look at it. Wow. Doesn't look real, eh? Glorious. I also like walking this way because it's hyper surveilled. MOD cameras, but more importantly, MOD police cameras. But it really is a glorious little part of London that I don't think we've featured, not from an architectural perspective, on this channel yet. Look at that. Now, there's nothing listed on today's calendars in terms of activity, protest-wise, that is. Doesn't mean there won't be any. We'll be there shortly, and anything that does happen this afternoon we will of course capture. Now, I specifically came out a bit later today. One, because I wanted a good sleep, which I got, and two, the light, I mean, just wow. And two, I was secretly hoping we might get some morons on the bridge, and hey, instincts were right. If they're out and about like that, I guarantee that they're out and about at horseguards. That shouting gent outside Downing Street is young Kenneth, telling everybody that they need to find God. I mean, it's not exactly wrong, is it? I need to find God, folks. Gosh, wherever I point the camera today, it truly does look magnificent, doesn't it, in the light? We are bathed in this glow. I'm thinking horseguards will be busy, but not completely jam-packed. Two reasons why I don't think it'll be mad. No guard change earlier today. That's always a draw. People tend to hang around and come back and so on. And morning inspection is long gone. I'm not actually entirely sure what time it is right now, but I guess we're somewhere between noon and 1 o'clock, give or take. So this will be one of the latest filmed videos, actually, if not the latest this year. And I kind of don't really remember what the vibe is like here. Lunchtime afternoons, it's been a while. But it's Saturday, so I thought to myself, you know what? It's very likely going to be pretty busy anyway. So why don't we just hop outside in the sunshine, make some new friends and see how things are. Oops. And we made it. And I'm hoping secretly we might get some interesting characters, even more interesting than the interesting characters we already met on today's video. I think that's only the second attempted camera grab that we've had on this channel. Oddly enough, both of the people that have grabbed the camera or tried to grab it were ladies. The Welsh school teacher from her little meltdown last year, and then our new friends on the bridge, or friend. I use lady very loosely for her, but you see what I mean. Okay, so our lovely Blues and Royals are still here. Obviously, they'll be here until Monday AM. The other thing is I have no idea who or how many people film in the afternoons these days. So that's another interesting reason to be here. At the moment, I'm not really seeing anyone, which is curious. Here we go. Here's a little spot, guys, to pop myself in and film. Now, let's see if we can find... Second, someone behind me. See if I can find anyone that I think might be a pickpocket, and then we can interview them about why they pickpockets. What do you think about that? Imagine if we got 2 camera grabs in the same video. Good hustle and bustle of people today. It is very busy here, look. And in the yard in particular, there's a lot of movement. Not sure if we've got an auditor in the yard today. One second. How do I know it might be an auditor? Well, the typical signs, and this is not in any negative way, I think pretty much any auditor would agree with me. Auditors tend to prefer to cover their faces with a mask because they're going to be on CCTV pretty much constantly, all the time, especially when they audit businesses. Now, you might say, hey, why would they not want to be filmed if they don't do anything wrong? Well, not all of us like our data to be stored and used for automatic facial recognition by the police. And those units are now being deployed regularly in central London, I can tell you that. They were out last week on Oxford Street. Okay, so our chitsman has just left his spot. 1 second, guys. Oops, sorry. It's okay. He's coming out slowly because there's an awful lot of people between his spot at the front and everyone else. But interestingly, interestingly, he's chosen to go. Oh, got 2 pairs of police officers today. That is a rarity, guys. The troopers get my words right. The trooper has chosen to head into the tunnel. Now, that's possibly due to an impending or pending changeover. Ah, yes. The change is happening in just a few minutes. So there he is. It's a difficult one, this, because on the one hand, I'm very tempted to stay in the tunnel because tourists will stop and get pictures with him. Absolutely, they will. It's brilliant. He looks at me, he's like, yep. Here we go, see? They can't quite decide what's happening or whether they should get a picture, though. That's the interesting thing. 1 second, let's get a little teeny bit back. Oh, they're behind him, which is probably not his favoured spot for tourists, to be quite honest. The whole family moved in behind him. Impressive. Go ahead. Thank you. Thanks. Oh, it's really lovely how people are happy often to wait. Oh, wow, that's it's quite a little gathering behind the trooper at that point. I have no idea how that feels, to be honest. I mean, I get a little bit twitchy when I've got a bunch of scammers all around me. But at least I can see what they're doing. That must be the weirdest feeling, when people sort of walk a little bit behind you like that Jen just did. Really, really close. A lot of people here. Let's see if anyone else goes over. Bit of a treat, really, to capture the trooper in the tunnel. And some people honestly do look as though, hold on a second, is that a real person? He is majestically still for most of the time. People were noticing the camera moving away. The light, folks, coming from the parade ground into the tunnel is absolutely spectacular today. It really is. Let's move away a teeny bit. Sorry, go ahead. Move back a teeny bit. I don't want to keep the camera focused on the trooper if there are not people standing with him. Feels a little bit invasive. I know it's not, and I am in a public space. Let me correct myself. I'm in a space that is given free public access by the Ministry of Defence. In other words, very strong implied, if not, some might argue, overt public access, established over decades. But at the same time, it just feels wrong to have the camera so close when there isn't somebody actively there. Okay, so meanwhile, yard is filled up, new horses are coming out, and I'm really happy to report that at least one of the troopers is a returnee from yesterday. I'm pretty sure the trooper on the right was out yesterday. There is an officer. I didn't even notice him, actually. He was so covertly positioned. There is an officer behind the pillars, reasonably close to the trooper. In other words, the trooper has nothing to worry about. Not that he would worry about if. So we've got a massively patched yard. I mean, it's flipping jammed. Look at it. Wow. This huge ring of people formed up in the 2 minutes that we were standing in the tunnel. Crazy, eh? However, we're in a beautiful spot, guys, to capture the relief when it happens in a couple minutes of the gatesman. New gatesman, new chitsman. So I'm going to guess that's got to be the 1 o'clock bell. We didn't even get a look at the other horse. But hey, never mind. First trooper back into the stables was on yesterday. He was definitely in yesterday's video. And wow, wow. I have no idea where all these people are going to go. The police officer is asking them to move a little teeny bit and make some space, because the troopers are going to have to come out for the relief any moment. And this corners are looking a little bit chock-a-block today. In fact, not just the corner, but the people are being told they need to be on the footpath or further back. Probably hear lots of coughing as well still. I'm guessing the numbers of officers, extra numbers, there being 4 or 5 that I've counted, is because of the sheer number of people here today. I mean, it's really, really, really busy in the yard. Okay, so here comes the relief. Wow. So this is what the afternoons are like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here they come. And luckily we're kind of about as far forward as we could hope to be. Extraordinary, really extraordinary. Last couple of horse. Plus Kingcharles to my left. Imagine if I get sick again, folks. I mean, to be honest, almost everyone is coughing. But I'm not. At least not yet. So if it stays like that, right, here he comes, probably thinking to himself, what the hell did I sign up for with this? Okay, the officer's telling him to make some space, which is probably a good thing, because otherwise that sword would have to be deployed. The officer's kind of mashed right into the crowd to make some space for the trooper. Absolutely extraordinary, really extraordinary. The numbers, look at it. Gigantic crowds on both sides, who are still standing still because they don't even know for the moment that it's finished. Look, wait, careful. Idiot walking right in front of me and putting their foot right on my shoe and then almost falling over and then blaming me. It's like, hello, wasn't my fault. Okay, let's go back to the hunt. Which side? I don't know, let's get out the gate first, then we can figure it out. Because honestly, I've got no idea which might be the better end. But I do like this gen though, folks, and we've very, very rarely seen him here. This particular trooper. So I'm very happy to report that he is back in the box. Yes. Sorry, sorry, I'm not talking to you. No. It's for you. You just a YouTube video.
You're happy he's back in the box.
I mean, does he look good? Does the horse look happy? I think they look pretty good.
Not.
Yeah, they're looking pretty good. They're ready for action.
Yeah, they want to run.
Yeah, I mean, apparently this soldier only shouts at people from Holland, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and, I mean, I don't know if you're from Holland or.
Yeah.
Oh, you are.
Yeah.
Ah, what a coincidence. Nah, he's very firm with people that get into the box. Very firm, yeah, and rightly so. I mean, have to be respected. Am I right?
Yeah, of course.
But we say that, but most people here don't agree. Trust me, they really don't agree. Nope.
He makes the rules. It's his job to do so.
I mean, it is his job to enforce them, but some people wearing all kinds of flowery outfits and interesting jungle glasses like to just march over into the box and get shouted at.
And he's right.
Happens here. There are a lot. Yep.
Huh? Yeah, okay. Let's go.
Hey, nice to meet you. Damn, I'm getting good with my accents, aren't I, guys? He had to pause and think about that for a minute when I said about Dutch people getting shouted at. Nope. I feel like I'm going to be commentating on a snooker game, folks, in just a moment. All we need is a triangle of red balls and we're ready to go. Not the drink Red Bull, I mean like red snooker balls. Okay. Excuse me. Fun instruction to today's video thus far. Now, I don't know what else we're going to get, folks, but we're looking out for best dressed gent and best dressed lady. Where are they hiding? They're here somewhere. We just don't know where yet. Lots of luggage here as well today, in fact. Horse-wise, horses. Yeah, you just remembered me. I couldn't tell you, folks. I can say that this horse was here the last time the Blues were here, between Monday and Wednesday. But I'm definitely, after what happened on the bridge, not risking taking the camera out. It is not worth it. Because I've got no idea. There could be literally 4 or 5 people watching me right now. So better to be smart, eh? Now, it would be nice if actually one of this number of 500 people that are here went anywhere near the horse, because at the moment it feels like I'm filming a brick wall. I mean, well, it's stone, not brick, but you get where I'm going with that. Look, there's a zillion odd people. We'll come back to this end. But for some reason, they don't seem to be interested in the horse. I don't want to go too far this way, so one, we don't get stuck in the melee around the horse, but two, most importantly, arguably most importantly of all, we want the light to be behind us, illuminating what we're looking at in front of us. I will keep an eye on the yard as well, guys, to see what happens. any groups turn up. I haven't yet actually seen any very large tour groups today, either on the way here or actually since we got here, which is very, very curious, isn't it, for a busy Saturday? Exceptionally curious, in fact. I'm not sure if he's just had a pub lunch and wants to use that corner. Looking a bit suspicious though, eh? 1 second. There's a local fruit loop there, very close to the police. Very close to the police. So, Gatesman is happily being left alone for the moment. Look at that. That, I'm sure, is how he would like most of his shift to go. The same kind of for the Chitsman. He's got a little female attention.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
I thought that guy was shouting because he lost his dog. There's a dog running around with no leash in the yard, which is curious. Okay, so bro's given up. Police have told him to get lost. He's off. Bye, bro. Having to sort of weave a little teeny bit in and out of the traffic. Tourist traffic. It's funny though, because the most interesting shots used to be directly in front of the horse, but not anymore. They're now way back to see what everyone's doing around the horse before they actually approach and get super close to the box. Oh, sorry guys, I just clipped the pole on the bollard. Okay, are we ever going to get another tourist going up to the horse? That's the question. They've quit. Tourists are like, nope. We don't want to be on social media. We don't want to get shouted at, and we don't have families to feel embarrassed. And I get it. I wonder actually if there's like a local scammers WhatsApp group. I've been posting my picture around, but that's okay. I'm trying to think actually, there hasn't been, that I remember, a rain grab this year. And there hasn't been, that I remember, a loud shout this week. Bear in mind we're already at Saturday. Extraordinary, isn't it? None of you, myself included to be fair, would ever have guessed it would be this effective when they changed the rules. But my oh my. It certainly worked, didn't it? Even the most entitled tourists are not pushing their luck anymore. That said, I mean, you know, summer might tell a different story, but for the moment at least. Oh, there we go. There's our first gent being told to get back behind the line. Took it well. Try and get a teeny weeny bit more central. There we are. She's in the box. When the trooper notices, in a second, if he notices, lucky escape. She was fully 100% both feet inside the box. We've got some jokers behind us. There is a lady having a chat with the trooper in the archers, but I would guess she's a relative because she's with a small child, so we don't need to film that. Constantly looking over my shoulder in case anyone's getting too close. Ta-da! Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, just make the signs fall on the floor. I mean, yesterday we did capture the fact they put a brand new, extremely well fixed, with 4 bolts bracket to hold both those signs, and that probably was a very smart decision. I guarantee some dopey tourist that held or tried to adjust the sign, it fell over, would make a claim. You just know it, don't you? Health and safety is a little mad in this country, so they'd almost certainly win as well. Who's next? To be honest, actually, guys, joking about the signs falling, it wouldn't be funny at all if it fell onto a small child. So I guess it's a good thing that they fixed it properly to the wall. Okay, it's far more enjoyable actually to be here post lunch. Certainly in terms of how many people are not here filming. Lovely. There we go. Haven't quite managed to get the sign straight, alas, on this side, but hey, there's still time. It's a beautiful day to be outside. No wonder it's packed everywhere. Real hustly bustly, eh, guys? Okay, Gatesman's back up. Right into the crowd, actually. He's going to come over to this side. You just saw the trooper raise the sword. The kit is absolutely immaculate. Look, there's not a single fingerprint smudge mark anywhere on any of the brass. Okay, so interesting as that was, I'm hearing somebody very, very noisy, and my man is on it being Kenneth, who's come along to preach. There he is. He will say something along the lines of repent to the trooper.
Read the Bible. Jesus loves you. Christ died for us. He rose from the dead. He ascended to heaven. He is coming. Hallelujah. Repent is God's command to everyone. God bless you all today. God bless you. God bless your family. Don't go to hell. God loves you. Repent and believe in Jesus. Amen. God bless you, sir. God bless your life. God bless every one of you today. God bless you all. God bless you. God loves us, friends. Come to Jesus. Come to Jesus. Ask forgiveness. He loves you. God bless you all. God bless you, my brother.
What a lovely guy he is, eh? He is a good man.
God bless you all. God bless you, son. God bless you, son. Brother,
Looks like bro's scared to go up for a picture with the horse. Come on, Habibi, do it. No, he's not having it. He's too scared to come.
I watched your video last night about the tree.
On the bridge?
No,
The
Yeah, I watched it with my son.
Today, I went on the bridge. I started on the bridge. Big gang. One of them tried to actually came up and grabbed. Yeah, today's video is a little bit wild. The group of them is getting a bit large. There's about 6 or 7 on the bridge. Straight away, they were like around me, and he said something like, I can't remember exactly. Like, do you want to get hurt or do you want to go to hospital? Like whatever. But I mean, it's fun. I think one day all of us, everyone that films here, should all go to the bridge at the same time. Yeah, like 10 of us on the bridge and just film them. Because at the end of the day, if we have more people, they'll just leave. I mean, they did leave, but they'll always come back again. Fun way to start the video, though. Sorry, guys. Okay, so Kenny's still here. He's making his way to Trafalgar Square. Slowly making his way to Trafalgar Square. Got lots of police outriders over the road. Now, imagine if they sent those 4. Actually, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like there are 5 or 6. Imagine if they sent them all. Look, there are 6 of them. If they sent all 6 to Westminster Bridge right now. That would deal with it, wouldn't it, temporarily? This taxi, which has Sherba written on the front of it, curiously, will definitely get told to move if he loiters here. 100% the police will tell him to shift. Because tourists who were sitting in the back asked the cab drivers if they can stop briefly so that they can open the window or stick their camera out and get some pictures. Speaking of pictures, looks like everyone. Oh, very confident little strut up to the horse. Speaking of pictures, yeah, the tourists changed their minds. Curiously, I forgot how beautiful the yard can be there, guys. Look at that light. Chap telling his son that people should stop frightening the horse. I mean, he's got a point.
It's like that in the middle. Inside it now.
Everyone is standing back like, wow, the horse is beautiful, isn't it amazing how big it is, blah, 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 blah. I haven't even seen one single tourist yet that could even enter Tourist of the Day in terms of their outfit. Maybe this bro and his girl. Let's see. You wouldn't have known it, guys, but yes, there's also a gym here at Horseguards that select members of the public are invited to join. She obviously being one of them. And he's preaching to the faithful behind me.
God bless you today. Jesus is coming. Yes, he's coming soon. The King is coming. Repent.
Somebody just went, woohoo! And it wasn't me. To be fair, I'm trying hard not to laugh because that's when I cough. He's getting a lot of smiles from everyone today. So bless Kenny. Who's next? Don't make me laugh, otherwise I'm going to cough. See, this is exactly what happens when I laugh. My friend said hi Johnny, and now I'm laughing. Damn it. Sorry guys. By the way, thanks for all the health tips, folks, in the comments. Bit on GYPSY, Centrum, a few other supplements, honey, chamomile, all kinds of stuff, lemon, blah blah blah. Even some turmeric for the past week. That's why I'm better. I am better. It's only when I laugh that it's still there a teeny bit. I think by this time next week we'll be back to 100% strength, and that's important before it gets really busy here. Sorry guys, I'm just I'm hearing like little cheers and stuff. I have no idea what's going on. It definitely doesn't seem to be coming from the yard. Yet. Curiously, the crowd at this end is much larger than at the other end, but they're not taking their time to move forward. So let's see if we can help them. Oh, I was about to say they're right in the box, but you know what? Sometimes exceptions have to be made, and the trooper is right to make them. Good man. Pity about the yikes, look at that. Surprised I'm not actually following and sticking the camera right in the young girl's face. Usual suspects. It's always the little midgets that do that, every time. Yuck, it makes me sick when I see that, but hey. I guess their content is more important than the ladies' space. Oh. Right in the box. I think he just doesn't want to shout at a young lady, and I can't say I blame him. I know it's a difficult one, guys. A lot of you are not going to agree with me, but okay, I think she's probably our best dressed lady tourist so far. It was nice to see that exception being made for the young woman. And I see no harm in it, in all honesty. Yeah, I know some of you are like massive stickers for consistency, and consistency is much more the case day to day than it's ever been before. But I do think that for some people, for whom it would have been a big deal to get ready, prepared, come out for today, I think those people deserve exemptions. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, it's all right. It's fine.
Apologies.
If it's a bit crowded.
This is nothing. Wait until tourist season. It's 10 times more than this. It's unbelievable.
Dear God, when's tourist season? Do you summer around there?
Pretty much starts from the Easter holidays and doesn't end until the end of September. It's just mad busy here constantly.
Sounds like a beefer.
I've been a couple of years now. It's just horrid.
Way too many. But I mean, part of it is because this place is so well known now.
Yeah.
5-10 years ago, no one really stopped here. Now everyone does. It's on every single tour guide's itinerary. Good that the gents are recognising how magnificent the horse looks.
God, they grow up so fast. And then it was in a field.
This coming week, guys, is what we've got next farmers' protest, so get ready for that. Lady's asking the officers if she can get a picture with her kid. I have occasionally seen them make exceptions, but they typically say that they can't, and I can understand why. Otherwise, they see one doing it, everyone else follows, and they spend all day posing for pictures, being distracted from the reason that they're here.
She owns a equestrian centre, owns loads of horses.
One second, folks. It's a real lovely, hustly, bustly vibe here this afternoon, I would say. Even more so than yesterday. And yesterday was a very relaxing day to film.
Down here, I don't understand why it's
The thing is, public highway is only, public footpath along here rather, is only so wide. Most of the time it's not wide enough, as you can see. Yikes.
Ja, ich finde das aber nicht.
It's amazing actually how few people even go near the horse these days, let alone in the box.
No one loves the horses.
It's true, the horse is feeling completely unloved, underappreciated. He's like, somebody come over and say hello to me, bring an apple even if I can't eat it. Oh. I'm admiring this gent's enthusiasm on the left, folks. Carefully going around the edge of the box. Nice guy. Represent Owners Club. Boy oh boy, he's a big chap. I mean, he's a very big boy now. Flipping hell. Where's Rich? Win the lottery. Then you'll get rich. Meanwhile, this is Ernst Blofeld, guys, James Bond villain, on the left, complete with a rucksack. Wait, see that? What the horse almost went for the little kid's head. Why is everyone cutting through the box? How odd. Imagine if that was Ormond. Wait, what? What's going on today? Everyone's back in the box. Gatesman. I think he's going to go straight back in. It looks like because it's so busy, people are sort of cutting through, which involves straight through the box. Oops. Somebody talking about the poor horse behind me doing nothing. That's not true. They often bite tourists. Flip, how much this guy here looks like Matthias Schoenaerts. Wow, his twin brother. still they flood out.
Normal, está ahí parado.
And ignore the lovely horse. Why, guys? Why are they ignoring the horse? Wait, we might have to be. One second, folks. I can't see their parents. The two little kids are sitting on the bollard, and I want to tell their parents that it's super dangerous, but I can't see where the parents are. So, then again, it's not my responsibility. But she's in the box this end. Why is no one actually mentioning about enforcement today? Very curious. Very curious. Look, see? Right in. And the problem is that almost everyone will do it after one's done it. Because it's pretty normal here. It's herd mentality. Okay, that's more like it. Yeah, bring the horse out. There we go. Okay, finally. That said, to be honest, they kind of strut up a little too confidently. That was me thinking we were not going to get a single person being told off right in front of the camera. Yikes, they're walking right in the middle, look, of the box. I think that, to be honest, so many people that have been out all morning with their family, kids and so on, they can't wait to escape central London and get back to the tube or the railway station. It's not an excuse. I remember what it's like dragging little ones around the centre. It's an absolute nightmare, to be quite honest. Still tons of people here, but most of them are still not going forward. Let's back myself up here a little bit while we've got the space and see pretty much the entire box. Oh, outside the white box. Ta-da! Oh wow, that's mad to have your whole head tattooed. That looks actually pretty cool. Okay, the outfits are improving. We started off with Aldi. We've upgraded to, I was going to say Arrods, but Aldi to Arrods. But I know it doesn't quite work. Harrods. Wait. Okay, who's next? Also, like, can somebody please talk to me? So guys, we've got some gymnastics going on here. That's a nice sight, isn't it? Look at this. Ballerina. Wow. Why were that flexible? Even the horse is like flipping. Oh, look at that guy. I mean, if he's got cramps, can't really blame him. Look, even the dog doesn't want to get close. For some reason, I'm actually preferring the atmosphere here in the afternoons than in the mornings. I can't explain why. I say the afternoons, weekend afternoon. It's really making me consider what time I might or might not come out tomorrow. The extraordinary thing is how rarely these days, incredibly rare, it is to hear a shout coming from the yard. If we think back to how many shouts we used to hear in the yard very, very, very regularly, these days, very unusual. However, it won't last. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean, as time goes on, we will get closer and closer to the busy period. And that's when things get a little bit wild. People wander into the... There we are. How's about that, folks? It's kind of scary how sometimes I have this ability to discuss something that hasn't happened, only for it to then happen. Good to see, though, how strict he was with people getting in there. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. No, it's all good. Don't worry, don't worry. It's beautiful light here to film today. I mean, it's just like, it's spot on. Wow. How bizarre. Bro is heading in here trying to speak to the trooper while his friend's making a little video. Do you see that? That was a bit curious. Not only that, there's a family in front. Maybe they're making some little silly TikTok reel. Very curious. Okay, we'll stay at the front, guys. Still can't believe that happened when I'm saying that it hasn't happened for ages. Quite an interesting and unusual situation with how many people have been allowed into the box today. I must admit I was not expecting that at all. Other than one lady who was given an exemption or an exception, I didn't see any reason the rest were allowed in. The camera's up quite high, guys, because there's a lot of people here. So the only way to film for the moment is going to be over people's heads. I honestly do think that the horse is loving the sunshine. Oh. There we are. It's absolutely solid at the front here for the moment. Brit, just push in here, gentle on the left. Take your time. I have no idea how long the cornfield is going to take. Oh, here we are, finally.
Haydi sen git. Open car sir.
I'm actually, guys, a little bit disappointed that how the on earth we were an hour and 5 minutes. What? I was thinking we had at least 15 left. Our last few lucky tourists rolling up. Difficult one though actually, guys, whether to finish up at this end or the other end. I think instinctively the other end. Vast number of tourists just turned up in one giant group. And they'll spread out between the two archways, but yeah, I'll finish up here. One, because there's no one else filming for the moment, and two, it's the right end to be heading home afterward. Oh yeah. Oh. Now this horsey is looking quite happy, as I am to take out the phone. It's going to be horsey of the day, folks. If that is, he wants to actually. Oh, there we go. Brilliant. Got a super shot. Let's grab the hoof number quick. 1 second. Okay, got it. In fact, guys, I'm going to look this one up because it's been bothering me since I got here and said I recognise the horse, but I can't remember which one it is. The gatesman is really on it today. Great thing to see. Let's have a quick look and see if I can grab you a name. I'm right for the moment. I've got Bollard behind me, and it's clear enough here. Not to worry. People are still getting in the way of the gatesman. Curiously. 1 second. Okay, it's complicated. I've got a name from the list. But I really can't decide on the 2 digits. I mean, something to make way again. Look at this. As he comes over this way. That's going to be a glorious closing shot, actually. Twilight, instinctively, I think there's horses, but it's a difficult one. The hoof number's a bit of a mush. So it's going to be one of two. It's either going to be Twilight, or it's going to be a mare called Ronnie. I'll try and get a couple more super clear shots when I finish in a minute, because other than the hoof number, guys, I'm not going to be able to tell you the name. We saw this horse recently, but I honestly don't remember which one it is. Oh, what's happened? Something come undone?
He was spurs on the back of his boots, wasn't he?
There we go. Nice to see him helping out his colleague.
Make way for the kingsguards!
Nice. I mean, he's had to utter those words quite a few times today, to be fair, the guard. Anyway, guys, that brings us to the end. Finishing on a high note. I'll take a few pictures of this horse's hoof and see if I could get it 100% clean and clear for picture of the day. Back soon, guys. Bye for now.